Man, what's going on today? Monday. Just another manic Monday. Just found those two shrooms out in the yard. Here's a picture. I'm pretty much done hunting this year. I've already went out a handful of times, probably walked 50 plus miles. I'm over 70 right now. I think close to 80, somewhere around there. And I'm out here minding my own business. Kind of cleaning these things up, getting them ready to throw some paint on there. And I hear some tic-tac-toe coming out from over here, didn't you know? And I'm like, man, is there a bird stuck in there? I'm almost positive there is. So I'm gonna take this off real quick because I think there's a bird somewhere in here trying to get out. They like to go up there occasionally and do their thing, and you know, sometimes they fall in. It's not the first time. Yeah. Are you in there? There's something tic-tac-toeing around here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it's at. Somewhere on the chalk. You know what I mean? There's something around here. I keep on hearing it. And I'm thinking it's in there. So I'm going to take that apart real quick and we'll see if anything pops out. Let's see. No, I can't get to that. That sucks. Are you up there? Of course I can't get the fucking... Maybe there's a squirrel up in here. Something going on in here somewhere. I don't know where. Yep. Oh, look at that. Get out of there. Whoa. More than one. Woo! On the show. On the Chad Diggin' YouTube channel show. Is going on? I'm back after that old bird scare there. I did the paint on the wheels here, and I'm gonna get in the water cistern because I've got a magic eraser. Because I've got a little bit of spots on the actual tires that got some, look at that, water cistern. For those who don't know, there's a water cistern under this garage, and there's one off the house too that they used to run over here in this ice house. Over here was a pump house. You know, they used to run it up to the house, but now there's a well. But when I was spraying these, I got a little bit of stuff on here, but I put the lube. I grease the tires up really well, and I usually can I can take a I just wanted to see if this stuff would come off, which it is coming off. I can spray
Usually when I pressure wash them, it'll just come off. But yeah, that just comes right off there just like that. So that's what's up. I was kind of worried about a couple spots. So I don't have to do this all. I just wanted to see how nice that would pull that off there. If any of the spots they actually would stick. But yeah, magic eraser. Or I could have used like a scuffing pad or something. I did use steel wool on one spot up there, but then stuff fell down in there, so I may have some nasty spots. But yeah, look at that, just come right off there. And when I pressure wash it, it'll actually peel the rest of the stuff off, so I don't have to sit there and stress about it. But you know, occasionally you get a little excited when you're doing things and you make a mess or you get stuff all over. But that's why I always take the grease in one of those pads, and I'll grease the tires up. That way I don't have to worry about you know, anything sticking or staying on there. So yeah, that'll clean off when I pressure wash it. I just don't like to leave these big heavy spots, if you know what I mean. But I do go around this stuff. I go around the whole thing once, and then I'll go around it again a second time, just to make sure. Yeah, and that's just knocking that stuff right off. So anything probably would have pulled that off, if you know what I mean. Let's go see. I've got a couple pretty decent spots on the other side too that I'd like to get a hold of and kind of clean up. And I think I got one spot with this silver. My knees are just freaking dying. They're snap, crackle, and pop in here. When I'm getting down and getting up, I'm about done for the day. My feet are killing me. Yeah, the wind was really bad on this side. Kept on just sucking that paint right out when I was doing this rim. It was irritating me. And then I got this spot right there. It's a good one. You know what I mean? Oh, here you go. Get it off there. Get it off there. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I wanted to let that stuff dry up a little bit before I got too excited, you know what I mean, with it. But yeah, that's pulling it right off. So I could just wait until tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I usually let this stuff sit for a couple hours before I get too crazy with it anyway, so you know what I mean. But yeah, it's just pulling that right off. Ain't that something? Yeah, and then when I pressure wash it, all that crap will come off. You know what I mean? Crazy, huh? Crazy. I do know I got a couple spots over here. Oh, I like that one's not too bad. Only the bottom really was pulling it out when I was doing it. But like, I go around one time and like lube it up, and then I'll go around again for like just this section. That way I can get it. That way it'll come off. You know what I mean? Oh, that one's not too bad. Oh, this one right here got a couple spots really good. Nope, it's just coming right off though. Nice. Oh, if not, I'm gonna give it a little bit of character. And then when you grease it up, you're not even gonna be able to tell, if you know what I mean. Anyways, these are done. As far as I'm concerned, they're extremely brighter than what they were. Did spray some sprayed some primer in there at a few spots. I mean, I could probably tell, but you're not going to be able to tell. Look how fresh that looks. Still haven't cleaned the tanks. Yeah, it don't look bad though. I pulled everything off. I wanted to I want to clean some of that stuff up because it's been on for probably 2 years. Some of those hubcaps and chrome lug nut covers and stuff like that, and the ones in the back, they haven't gotten too much attention to. They just get a real quick swipe when I wash the truck, and it sat a lot, so they're starting to build up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up putting them in some water and soaking them, and then I'm cleaning them just by hand real quick before I put them back on. Besides, I'd like to at least touch up those black, that section with some black, which I'll probably end up doing that by hand, just because I don't like to make a big mess with that when I do it. I'm not going to spray anything because I can't get it back all the way to where it goes, so I'll just do the best I can with it and not care. I mean, if I had the tires off and stuff, but I'm not going to go through that much trouble to just spray them up, you know. It's what it is. It's good enough if you ask me. I don't even really care, to be honest with you. I just wanted to touch them up because I had some spots, and I mean, there's some runs and shit in there, but it's what it is. I go back and touch some of those spots up, like there was some primer on there, so it's a little bit harder. And I just had 2 cans, and somebody's calling me on the phone, so I may need to take this. So that's what's going on. I am done for the day. I'll walk out there real quick and show you what's good, even though you've seen the wheels and stuff like that. But now that they're dry, I'll give you a view of them real quick. I just got done cleaning up all the lug nuts. Basically threw a bucket of water down, and I cannot get this, there we go, this light to turn on. Threw them in a bucket of water, filled a bucket of water up out of the cistern, put some soap in there, and some like car wash soap, and then some Dawn soap, and then mixed them up real good. And I basically got all the nitty gritty off of these things that was down along the side there. And I know this is probably kind of hard to see, but yeah, these things are shining. The wife, she was shocked. I used I started with just, you know, like a regular washcloth, and nothing was working. I couldn't get the stuff to go, so then I grabbed a magic eraser, and it basically took all of the stuff down on the side there that was you know, that buildup and shit that just gets on your stuff after a while. It just took them right off, so magic erased them. Then it started raining, so I put the dog up, and bam, those things will be fresh to go back on. I figured those are 2 years old, because it was 2 years ago when we went to the Ashland show that I'd put them on, and they just get a quick swipe like I talked about, and they really just don't get, you know, especially when they get washed. Even though this truck really hasn't run too much, hasn't really gotten too dirty, blah blah blah, but yeah, those things are nice and flat, just like I wanted them to be. They were a little bit more shiny when that paint was wet when I first done it, but they dried up nicely. And yeah, I just sat here on a drum stool, had a bucket right there and a tarp right there, and I just would sit there and clean them up, and boom, scrubbed them real quick, all 60 of them, and those things turned out fantastic. I like the way they look. I'll have to touch up a couple spots, and obviously there's some bugs that are in there that got trapped in the paint and stuck. I'm just gonna leave them in there, you know what I mean? But other than that, they don't look too bad. I don't really see anything coming through that I don't like. There's a few runs here and there, but I'm not perfect, and I never will be, and neither will anything that I own. So you know how that goes. I should get rid of this freaking shirt because I don't need to take it inside. But yeah, I'll clean these up better. Maybe tomorrow I'll get the pressure washer out and get those rusts away and stuff and scrub those down. I just didn't want to with all that stuff being wet and whatnot. So I'll be right back. But yeah, not bad. Not too shabby. Next I can do those freaking tanks. Clean those up because they got all that, you know, all those mud stains and stuff like that. Those will clean up nice once I can get time to do them. But it's supposed to rain again tomorrow, I believe, so I don't know. Kind of a big diesel. Yeah, kind of a big diesel. You know anybody else wearing a shirt like this? They're kind of a big diesel too. But yeah, that's done. That's at least taken care of. So one more thing to mark off the old list, I guess. Bam, bam. I need to check on those blue lights one of these days before things start to pop off, and be rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling.
rocking and rolling. Kind of a big diesel. Oh man, what's going on today? Today it is our favorite day of the week. It's hump day, and it's super early in the morning. It's before 9. I mean, that's early for me to be out here doing stuff. It's like 47 right now, high is 74, I think. And I'm going to get these bolts loosened up here under these so I can get these off, so I can finally get to cleaning these tanks. I cleaned up all of the paint and stuff like that. Did all the painting that I wanted to. I wonder if this is even. Oh, that's just freaking bending that thing around. Son of a buck. I sprayed these last night in hopes that I'd be able to just twiggle them off, if you know what I mean. I lubed them, but that is bigger than that. So I'm gonna go in and grab a different size real quick, because I don't believe that's the right size, so I'll be right back. Anywho, before I do that, went over and did the old dupla color fill here, and sprayed some of this stuff down here. Touch that up again, touch some spots up back here, you know what I mean. Did that. I didn't do anything forward, pretty much just what you could see, having a trailer on it or something like that. And I did around in here too. That way all that was fresh before I put those caps back on and stuff. A little bit back here, touched up the can some, missed a spot there. And I just went around with a can yesterday real quick. Like, there's no wind right now, so right now would be the perfect time to do it, but I'm out of cans, so I don't have any can spray to do. Plus it would be nice for it to be able to sit for a while and not get anything, you know what I mean, on it. Didn't do anything up there. I'll barely touch that tank up down there, but yeah, those are super fresh. So once I get done doing this polishing and stuff, I can actually put those caps back on and put the thing back together somewhat. Already starting to get some sun over here, so I better get moving on this stuff. That way I don't have a bunch of sun and whatnot beating down on me when I'm doing this, because I don't want that stuff drying out. But regardless, even if it doesn't get done today, I'll have the stuff off. It's supposed to be super nice tomorrow too, so I can do it then if I wanted to be honest with you. It doesn't really matter when I do it, as long as it gets done sometime. Oh, come on. Come on. This will come out. Oh, get out of there. Fucking pain in the ass.
Well, anyways, that's off. Pretty much I want to get that other side off and throw like the garden hose on there just to hose her down, because there's a bunch of crap in there. Maybe I'll blow it off first, let it dry up some, and then go in and get all that other crap that's been in there sitting there rubbing and making holes and whatnot. Get all the sand and shit right there. Just this stuff being like that, that'll shine up nice. So I'll do one spot and then you'll be able to see the difference. It's going to be insane. All right, well folks, I have got all that stuff taken care of and off. I moved the chalk. I had to put the tent up, but let's look at this cordless Saker buffer here I'm going to use. It's turns up and stuff like that, the speeds, but I came with all these little pads, this applicator, another possible applicator pad, these right here, and then it just goes up to better and smoother for the buff. It does come with a piece of sandpaper too, which I'm not going to use. Nice instructions. And another one of these, which there's a flat foam one of these on here now behind this applicator pad. So I'm going to take this out here, and I've just got a towel in my pocket. I'm going to use this Zephyr, the Perfect Metal Polish, cleans, polishes, protects. This is what I usually use on that stuff, and it does a pretty decent job. So I'm going to take this out there right now and put some of this on there, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, to put the tent up, because I couldn't get to where the sun would not be in the way. Doing one of these right now. Got a little bit of air piss over here out of our transmission little hoses there. So you might hear that a little bit, but it's really not that big of a deal. I should probably put some gloves on. So give me a second and I'll be back, but I'm gonna set you right here. That's probably where you'll be. You know, I'll just work some of these spots. I did wash this. I used just the hose and some Dawn, so that's what it is. And then we'll do one spot right here, and we'll wipe her down, and we'll see what happens here. Give me a second. Let me. I don't need gloves. Fuck it. I'll shake this up nice and good, if you know what I mean. Need a bunch of liquid popping out, which I suspect this thing's going to be trashed by the time I get over to the other side. So who knows how well it will be. I wish I had some hand applicator pads, because I just do it by hand and then take it off with this stuff, but I don't have any. I was at the store I don't know how many times yesterday, and I'm not going to tell my wife I need to go back to the store to get something, because she would absolutely have a freaking cow. And I should probably get all that stuff off first before you can try to do anything. That's a bunch of stuff that didn't come off with the soap, unfortunately. Those birds sound nice in the background, huh? Anywho, let's get to it. Well, that should be good for now. Crank this bad boy up here. And turning black quick. Not taking long. See what she looks like there. Not too bad. I mean, I've seen worse, and but that's pretty dark. So it's pulling some nice deep oxidization off of there, if you know what I mean. Let's just hand wipe this off here and check this spot. See what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at the difference there. This is what it is. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, so that's gonna turn off nice and shiny. Especially once I do it all, you know what I mean, and then clean it. Oh yeah, look at the shine on that. Look at that shine. Isn't that just beautiful? That versus what it was, that dullness. And I probably could get that the other buffing kit out and run with it and see what happens, because it might make this thing really shine. Yeah, I'll just need to get that other pad on there and clean the rest of it off. So I'm gonna go over this whole tank real quick and do this, and then I'm gonna get one of them pads and just start pulling the stuff off. I like that though. It's a big difference from the other side. Just having that stuff on there, you know what I mean, and not even really cleaning it off is a big difference. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see here. Right there. There's dirty. There's clean. So yeah, you can tell a difference there. Just from right here, you can tell the difference between the two. So that's what's up. Let's put you on a time lapse and we'll go from there. Well, I'll show you the difference here. Now we got some sun on it. Man, that thing is shining. Boom. And I know there's a big difference from this one to the other side. So I couldn't get everything off, but it's a lot better than what it was. I can tell you that much right now. Cleaned up I don't mind it. Let's go over to the other side real quick and you can see the other one. And I need to figure out how I can get this tent over here too. Well, this one's pretty much blocked. But yeah, you see all those stains and stuff and all the dirtiness. Hopefully I can get some of those out. That's what I'm hoping for here. May take a different method this time, so probably won't time lapse that one, but I'll bring you back and show you when it's done. Basically just want to clean this thing up and get rid of that crap, so we'll see what happens. Let's get these on real quick. Oh, so we can go outside there. Go outside and talk about some stuff. I'm done. I got everything put back together too. Now I just need to move it if I want to move it, because I'm going to get the mower out and take care of the lawn. It needs done. But I jabbed that tap and die set out, and I cleaned up all the hardware on those brackets and stuff. That way I didn't have to worry about those not being you know, hard going on, hard coming off, this and that, blase splat. But these are basically what they look like when I first got them, besides some stains on the front, which I didn't use, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really get too deep in that. I just put some cleaner on it and just basically wanted to do the sides and the top, you know, get most of that crap off that I could. But there's still some spots from when I use that degreaser. If that degreaser ever gets on there, man, I could not get those off to save the life of me. Even on the other side, we'll go over there real quick because it's in the sun and you can see that. But I like the way that looks. It's clean. You know, obviously it's not shiny as the stacks, which I haven't done those. I'm not really too concerned about those. I can do those probably in like 15 minutes, to be honest with you, both of them. Because I just do them by hand. That's all they really need, is done by hand. Just give them the quick hand job. But I could probably put all those caps and stuff back on now that I'm finished with all that stuff too. Those have sat for long enough, so it's coming together nicely. The next thing I'll probably do is I really need to take care of the back. You see how shiny that is and nice from here. There's scratches and stuff on that one from different things, so it, you know, really didn't, some of those things didn't come out, but it's all good. But what I need to do is take care of that, figure out what I'm going to do up there. Most of those stains come off. There's still a few spots that they didn't, but you know, this one cleaned up pretty nice. So in the sun, man, that thing just shines, regardless of it being you know, shiny or not. And if you want to get in there, you can't get in there and catch some view. You know, it's shiny enough, but like, yeah, man, there's some spots they just would not come off. And of course I took a magic eraser when I was done, and I pretty much went over the whole thing to make sure that I got everything off that was supposed to come off from the polish and whatnot. And those actually work really good to peel all that excess polish and stuff off. Like, there was a ton in here. You can still see some black spots and whatnot, but going in here, man, that just cleaned that up really nice. So that one's done too, and it's all put back together. Like, I haven't even cleaned these. I just did the hardware and threw them in and just put these on. I have yet to clean those, which it's really not that big of a deal. Those things got a decent shine to them. It's not like they're nasty or anything. So yeah, I guess the next time you come back, or I come back, I should have everything popped on there. It should be back to where it's got the caps and the spike laters and stuff like that on. So that's what's up. It's getting there. And I say this with hopefully in a couple weeks I'll be actually running this thing. That'll be nice. But when I start running this thing, you'll probably be seeing this video. So that's how ahead I am on stuff. And it's just what it is. It's I think the May 10th or 11th maybe. So that's what's up. That is what's up. Man, what is going on? I don't remember the last thing I showed you. I think I may have painted wheels or something. It's been about a week since I've even checked on this stuff to see what's going on. But the other day I was out messing around, and I figured I needed to do something with that back where it was blue. I don't remember if I showed this or not. If I did, then you've already seen this. But I painted that white on there, and I basically gave it a mullet. And I was thinking, man, what can I put there to cover that up? What do I want to put there, you know? And I had some different ideas and whatnot. But then I remembered I had that big metal sign hanging in the house that Kim had made from me. It's got my name on it, and I thought, what cooler than to put that right there. So I cut that. I basically drew around that big thing I have on my wall, and I took an old beer box and I basically traced it, and then I cut it out. Now I've got it sitting on there, and I'm getting ready to tape it around and then spray it. I'm just trying to see if it's straight or if it's a little crooked. It looks like from here, it looks like it needs to go over that way just a little bit. So that means I got to pull that tape off. I think the box, oh yeah, you can see at the top where the buttons are off right here. And I've got some tape back here because there's a couple spots where I had to. I should be able to just pop those off and just shimmy it over just a skosh. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to paint that, but I need to turn down the music some because it's jamming in there. And then we'll get on with this. It's not straight or perfect by any means, but it's going to get painted on there. I'm going to use the same red that I used on the emblem to paint that, because I figured that would be cool. Because I thought about putting on with the show on there, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the whole YouTube channel, Spectacular Trucking, on with the show, the Check Keegan YouTube channel show, but I didn't. So, you know, it's just what it is. I'll be back. Well, pretty much got it all taped up and stuff, and got some plastic on there. The wind's picking up, it's slowing down, it's picking up, it's slowing down. So let's just throw this on here real quick. I pretty much got little pieces of tape everywhere I could on the back. That way it's pretty much stuck, but there are some spots where it sticks out a little bit. I just couldn't get it all. So I basically just have to shoot it, you know what I mean, from here. This is the only thing I'm worried about, is this guy right here. Hopefully I don't get no runs. I guess we'll see. I'll probably set you right over here. That way you can be in the action. You know what I mean? I'll see. Check out your situation. Threw some plastic down and stuff here. That way I didn't get anything on the tanks or anything. So we'll see how this goes. If we mess it up, we mess it up. If not, oh man, there's a bee right down in there too. Pulled this plastic and stuff down from the attic. I had all this cardboard and whatnot up there from a time when I did this Ranger. I used to cut designs out on cardboard like this and paint it on a Ranger, you know, basically like a template and stuff. And this ain't gonna be perfect. The lines are crooked and everything, but it's what it is. It's hard to do with a scoring knife and stuff, especially like the little letters and all the angles and whatnot. Like I said, I traced the shit on there, so we'll see how it goes real quick. Test spot. I can already see splatter at some spots, so I have to do some kind of cleaner or something to take those spots out. I don't know. I just didn't want to do too much and have it run, if you know what I mean. Like it is on that cardboard. No, there it goes on that. Fuck. Yeah, I said it. So what? Oh man, hopefully it stops there. Well, that's it, and that's probably all it's gonna be. I mean, it's covered pretty much, but ugh. If it does run right there, and I thought about to myself, I'll probably go around with something and detail it anyways, so it's really not that big of a deal, because I mean, like, I can see some spray spots down here, but you know, you can only do so much, and well, I cut it out of a freaking box, a beer box, so I'm kind of a hillbilly. It is what it is, but I mean, it'll look cool for now, if you know what I'm saying. I kind of like it. It has like the same kind of textured look that it does on the front. I don't know, we'll just let her go right now and see what happens. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll come back and spray it, but yeah, like right in here you can see where there's some spots, so yeah, right here where it doesn't touch, you can see where spots sprayed in there. So that's kind of a bummer, but whatever. Like, I've got the white to where if I want to, I can go around in the spots with the white and touch anything that I want to up. I'll just leave this go for now, and yeah, I should be all right. I probably won't do it again, to be honest with you. That's all it's gonna get is what it just got, so it's what it is. And I wish I could get more down in there, but I don't. Like, this being right here and stuff is super hard, and it's kind of shot up at an angle, so whatever. We'll let it dry here, and we'll peel that stuff off in about I don't know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, maybe longer. I guess it just depends how the wind fares with me, and you know what I gotta deal with that. If this stuff gets ripped off or whatever. Yeah, you can see some spots back here, but it's whatever. It might be cool like that, so I may just leave her go, and then I'll probably do like a pinstripe around the outside of that white section that I did, because I don't know if I want to leave it completely white or not. I just wasn't sure what to do, so that's what happened. And I'm sure it'll be fine once I peel it off. It's 50-50 chalk, and I'm just a hillbilly, so it's what it is, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm about to go out there real quick and check out. I may pull this stuff off, but before I do that, let's get into something that I've had in my garage since early 2000s. Used to be over in this region, but wife come out the other day and she's seen it, and she's like, man, why don't we use that, blah blah blah. I'm like, because I don't want nothing happening to this thing. I've had it forever. I wanted it at a car show when I had a 1969 Mustang Coupe. I used to take it around to car shows, and I entered in a 50-50 drawing, and I just happened to win something. And I did not want to, you know, it to get damaged, somebody steal it or anything like that. Besides, this is the first place I've actually ever had a mailbox, and I didn't have a P.O. box. So this is it right here. This is a Ghost Flame mailbox here. You can see the ghost flames in there, different colors and whatnot. And a gentleman that is local did this, like I said, it was probably over 20 years ago. So this guy right here did it, and I'm going to actually, I just got a hold of him today. I was talking to Dane Scott about what he used when he did the cracker boxes, numbers and letters and stuff like that on their brushes, because I thought about putting my own stuff on my truck, but this dude does this like professionally, and by no means am I a professional. Do I want to take on something and have it look like complete garbage and then have to try to sand it down or anything like that? And I really don't want to do vinyl decals anymore for the trucks. That's why I kind of painted that emblem on the back.
and I'll have to touch that up. We're gonna go out in a minute and check it out. But yeah, I got a hold of this dude today. He said about calling mid next week and see what's going on, see what kind of projects he had going. He actually doesn't live too far away, so I'll be able to buzz the truck over there and have him take care of it. But I should have got a hold of him. I tried tracking him down. I really couldn't find anything. Then today I thought I'll really check it out, and I did, and I ended up calling a number that I seen, and I didn't even know if he was in business or anything still, because he's got a Facebook profile or a page that, but nothing has been active since like 2013 or some shit like that. So I thought, man, is this guy even around? Is he even doing this stuff still? So I figured I'd give it a shot, and I called him and he answered, and I was like, hey. But I mean, I still could do, I've looked at different, I tried to look up different like stencils and stuff like that, because I could actually draw the stuff on there, and I thought about drawing it on by hand and then painting it however designed, but it's hard to draw with a pencil on that blue and then have it stick out to where you can see it. Like this whole situation and debacle I got going on out there was a pain in the butt. I got a blister on my finger from using the knives that I used. I started off with this little green one when I was cutting that out on the cardboard template, and then I went to this big one, and it just seemed to cut through a little bit easier. But yeah, I was like, man, I know this guy can do this stuff by hand, so I figure maybe we'll take the blue truck over there, we'll throw him some cash, and we'll see what he can do to sex it up, because I would rather have something cool than some just solid plain letters, you know what I mean? Since it's 40 years old, it kind of deserves the realm of being old and stuff, especially since it's got this paint job on it. So we'll see what's going to happen. But let's go out here real quick. I'm going to take a swig of my beer, and then we'll walk out there and we'll start peeling that off, and we'll see. Or at least we'll check it out. I'll get you in there real close. Maybe I'll peel it off camera. I don't know. We will see. If it looks too much like crap, or I got too bad of runs, I may have to touch some things up before I show you. Nah, I'll probably pull it off now, because I'm not going to. I had the wife come out here. She walked out here with me, and I showed her and stuff. So I think it looks all right. You can see up there where there's that line right there. That's what I was talking about before. That's the only thing I really don't like. But from right here, it looks okay. And if it goes up, it goes up. So it's not too bad. So it's a little bit farther up there. But if you can look back in there, you can see some overspray. You see that little bit of overspray? I thought to myself, that may look cool to have that overspray on there. So I may just leave that overspray on there, because it'll give it a little bit of an element, if you know what I mean. If not, I can take something and I can just go around with white, because I do have some more of the white that I actually laid down on here, and I can just tape that off. Yeah, I like the way that it pokes out. It has kind of like an orange peel to it, but it's not super shiny or smooth. And I also thought to myself, maybe if I liked it enough in the letters, you can see the letters right there, how they've got the overspray. And those things were a bitch to do because they were so small. But I mean, it's what it is. You'll be able to tell what it is. So that's what's up. And I don't think I got any paint anywhere else. Oh, it looks like there's a spot right there, but it'll come right off. And it's tacky enough right now. When I would push it in, it would pull out where, like right here, I could push that in and it would stick on there. So it would pull out this section right here. You know what I mean? So there's a little sneak peek of it. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. And I think I might like the spray on there. We'll see. It's one of them things that you just, either you go with it or you don't. You know, obviously it's not going to be crisp and stuff like that, so it would have to go in with a lot of detail, or just leave it go and we just say we're rocking it. There is some certain cleaners and stuff once this hardens up and whatnot that I could pull off. The only thing, there was a spot right over here where it was running down. I was worried about that. So other than that, I'm really not worried about anything else. You know, that overspray, it's what it is. If it looks too shitty, it just looks too shitty. It's my truck, so I guess I can look too shitty if I want to, right? Let's pull this plastic off the bottom at least, and maybe we'll get into this, the rest of pulling it off, because I think it's probably dry enough, but we'll have to check it out and see.
I know I don't need this on anymore because there ain't no more overspray. It's not going to do anything. So, and this was an old piece of plastic that I had saved. I believe this is from one of my tanks that I bought and actually put on here. One of them. I'm pretty sure it was the plastic that came in it. Or it was something else that I had got big like that. I'm pretty sure it was the tank. I have a tendency to keep this kind of crap, you know what I mean? And we got some people walking down here with some pretty decent sized dogs, so if you hear anything, that's probably just them talking and not me. Let's get all this crap off here. I don't remember if I showed any of this white stuff or not, to be honest with you. You might not have ever seen this because I painted this stuff in here because that's where that gray spot was off. And where that skull and stuff was out, when it ripped off from the thing, that's what happened. So, pull that over to the side. Start peeling this crap off. I don't want this to rip because for some odd reason, if I do like it, it almost looks like a bullseye. I thought about spraying it black on Frank first, and this white is still kind of soft, so I'm sure that, oh, come on. There will be some spots here and there of this white that I've already, like, just from peeling the tape off and stuff, kind of put dimples and stuff in. So it's what it is, though. Boom. Yeah, you can see where the tape is on this spot right here. This W. Oh, there goes my template. And that. So yeah, we'll have to kind of go in and clean some of these spots up. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we probably will. Ooh, like that right there. And there's that run I was talking about, but I thought about touching those up anyways. So basically what I would do is I would go get some red, or I would take white and I would just boom right around it. Let's do some detail work on it here. You know, it's not bad though. You know, there's some spots where it's skinnier and stuff, but it's what it is. It was extremely hard to do that. I need to go around with some red. I hated the way that sprayed and stuff too. Such a pain in the butt. Maybe it was a bad idea. Oh no. Yeah, go see if I got some cleaner that'll pull that off. You know what I mean? All that extra stuff, and then maybe we'll go around and touch the rest up. Dude's always drinking. That's why nothing's ever perfect around here, if you know what I mean. That's okay though, because we're not perfect and we don't claim to be like some people do in this world, but we don't care about it because nothing's perfect. Just took the old rubbing alcohol and the white rag, obviously, as you can see, and went and touched up some of that overspray spot. So let's go out there and we'll check it out. Now what I can do probably if I wanted to is I can tape some spots off if I want to, and then I can paint the white around there to like edge the stuff up, which it'll almost look like it's meant to be like that, but it's really not bad from a distance. Let's get you the distance view real quick. I've been sending out a few pictures to buddies of mine, you know what I'm saying, like Cabover Gary, big shouts to him. 18 Wheels Rolling, Garrett G Money Hodges, and James Pretty, because we're in a group text, me and James and Garrett, but then Cabover Gary had commented on one of the videos, so I just texted him because, you know, me and him, we text all the time. You know, it's no big deal that we text. We talk privately, so what? But yeah, I cleaned up some of that overspray. Obviously, there's still some down here. And I threw some of that pinstripe on there, that vinyl pinstripe that I have that I did the whole thing with. Because I thought that would tie it in a little bit better. But it doesn't really look too bad. I mean, we've got some squiggle and crookedness right here. So what I'll probably do is when this dries, I'll probably take a piece of blue tape and I'll tape right down there and I'll just run whoosh, white. Run whoosh, white and try to straighten that up. Or I'll get red and I'll whoosh, try to level that out a little bit, or I'll just take a brush with some and just try to, you know what I mean? Because I can tape that off to where it's straight, because when I did this, I used those blades to cut that template, and that was so hard. Now, granted, the piece of metal that I used, I'll show that to you. Maybe there'll be a picture of it at the end of the video. That is not perfect. Okay, that thing was cut out by some kind of machine or whatever, so it's what it is. I just used that, drew around it, and then cut it out, and it was extremely hard. You know, obviously I got that blister and stuff, which I'm not going to bitch about, but it's what it is. I think it's cool from a distance. Like, this is a 50/50 truck. If somebody wants to get that up close and personal and judge me, then I'll say, you know, what have you done in your life? I don't really care. Get out of my face. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. And if somebody doesn't like that, that can easily be taken off or painted over. It's not really that big of a deal. This truck needs a paint job anyway, so... You know, it just takes the fact that there was that gray that was right here from that sticker when it peeled off, and now this is kind of, you know, something that's, it's cool. It's like the front badge, it's like the back badge now, so that's what's up. I don't mind it at all. See if we can flip that around. But yeah, whatever. So I can do anything I want to do if I want to do it. It's just, is it going to be perfect? Probably not. What is? Nothing.